What really makes something scary is the timing. The timing of all the elements that you're going to use. For example, if you're going to have something run by, the animation, the lighting, and the sound effects have to just really match up.
I think timing relates to fear in that the best type of scare moment is the one that even if you know it's coming, it can still scare you.
In a video game where the player actually has full control over the character, they can be looking at any place at any given time. So in order to ensure that we can hit them with a good scare moment, you really need to work with the design team, with the art team to kind of frame and focus on a specific area or event within the game.
You know, sometimes you think, wow, they'll never do anything scary right now. I got a moment to pause, and no. That's the exact moment that's going to scare the crap out of us.
I think throughout the game there's a variety of different types of horror moments that you'll encounter. You'll have kind of the tension building moment where you're not sure what's going to be around the corner. You'll have the dementia moment where what you're looking at may or may not be reality. And then you do have your straight up gore fest where you're dismembering things, body parts are flying, blood's flying.
And the way that we use them really determines what that setting is. Sometimes you have a scary situation that relies completely on audio. It's just something that you're hearing out of the corner of the room. Sometimes it's all about the imagery. You walk into a room, nothing else happens, but you just know something really disturbing and nasty went down here. So we leave it to the player's imagination in that case to come up with what was that scary moment that happened. So whether you have just one element or whether you have a combination of them, all those things can combine to come up with a really scary scene.
In order to kind of get those scare moments where you really make somebody jump, you really have to kind of fake them out by bringing the game down. You can't be at 100% all the time.
Well, you know what? We're going to go 10 minutes without anything scary, but we're going to have sort of the ambient sounds or the music or whatever in the background make you think it could happen at any moment.
So if you're walking down a hallway and you're saying, okay, I'm a player, I'm expecting something to jump out of that shadow. If you're looking in that shadow, waiting for it, and when that thing happens, we can still get you, we can still get you to jump back a little bit from the screen. That's the definition of a great scare moment. One of the most difficult things in terms of making something scary for people that are used to being scared is the fact that we have a 15+ hour experience. So you can't reuse the same gags over and over and over again because people are they're going to become desensitized to it. It's not going to work anymore.
It's like a gag or a punchline in comedy. You know, you can use that punchline once. And the same thing with horror. You know, maybe I can use the same one twice in a video game since they're 20 hours long, but after that, you got to just keep changing it up. So it's a lot of one-offs, a lot of experimenting, a ton of iteration, constantly retrying it, trying it, and sometimes you almost give up and you go, no, this feels like it's going to work, and then you nail it.
When we're trying to grab the player's attention and make them look at a scripted event, we use a couple different tricks. One of them is an audio stinger, and an audio stinger is basically that little ding that you hear in a horror movie when the cat runs across the camera and nothing really bad happens.
You've got to get the stinger just right.
You can't rush it, you can't have things step on top of each other, you can't have voiceover playing when you want to scare somebody. You really need to bring the player's attention to a specific thing and then have that timing play into the event that's going to occur. One of the challenges of the game is making sure that people aren't expecting to be scared or feeling like they can predict when something's going to happen.
Because we have to deliver something that the player wasn't expecting, even if they think they were expecting it. You know, the thing that jumps out isn't what they were expecting, and that scares them. Or it jumps out at a different time than they expected it. They think that they're safe and they've moved on, and then it jumps out. Those are all the things that timing has to do with that will really deliver on that scare moment at the end.
It's a combination of putting them in the right mood, getting them in the right mind frame, kind of really pointing them at something that you want them to look at and then hitting them with something else. I think it's very challenging to establish something that's going to be scary for people. And I hope that it comes across in Dead Space that we did a good job of nailing the horror and getting people to jump at the right moment. And most importantly, just enjoying the game experience in general.